Hello friends. Hello friends. Today we are going to see andSelf method in jQuery and what does it do and how we can use andSelf method in jQuery. And andSelf method adds a previous set of elements on the stack to the current stack, and andSelf method considers the current selected elements as well as previous matched elements. Now suppose you selected a div element using a div selector, and you want to find a paragraph element inside the div element. Now on the current stack you'll have the paragraph element. Now if you do any manipulation, that will be applied to paragraph element. Now uh, if you want to have the manipulation done on the previous set of elements also, that is div element, then you can combine both the object using andSelf method. Now let's see through coding how it does it work. This is our HTML file, basic HTML syntax. We have style section defined, we have script section defined, and the body section. Now let's create a div element, and we say this is div element, and we give it an ID attribute saying target div. Now inside this div we create one paragraph element saying ID as target p. Say this is paragraph element inside div element. uh, let's create one button on click of which all operations will be done, and we give a button ID attribute saying my button, and value of this button, let's say it's click me. Now on click of a button we are going to apply a CSS class, so we create one class as well. We name it as target class. Inside this class we are going to set some properties, that is font family, orange, as orange is my favorite color, and we give font size as 30 pixels. So our style class is also ready. Now scripting is remaining. Now for the first time we are going to select the div element using ID attribute. Then we are going to find paragraph element inside it, and we are going to apply the CSS. Now let's write the script code. We say when document is fully loaded or fully ready, we're going to pass one function. Inside this function we are going to select our button using ID selector. We say my button, and on click event of this button we are going to pass function, and inside this we are going to select div element using ID attribute. Now our paragraph element is an inside div, so we can use find method to find paragraph element inside the div, and we are going to say add class, which adds the CSS class we defined to this paragraph element. Now let's uh, open the HTML file. Now this is our HTML file, and we click on the button, so it applies the CSS to the paragraph element. Now if we check the code, we select the div element, so the current stack contains a div element, and now inside the div element we find the paragraph element. So now the current stack removes the div element from the stack jQuery object, and now the current jQuery object contains the p element, that is the paragraph element, so it applies the class to the paragraph element. Now if we want to apply the CSS class to paragraph element as well as the div element, and I mean to say if you want to manipulate or apply some changes to the current stack and also the elements in the previous stack, then you can use andSelf. Now in this case you can say andSelf. That means it will consider paragraph element as well as the div element, and it will apply this target class to both of these selectors, or you can say elements. We save it, we refresh it, and when we click the button, it applies CSS to both the elements. So this is basically is the functionality of andSelf. It combines the two objects which is on the current stack and on the previous stack. Thank you, friends.